Hi y'all, it's Sherry. I wanted to show you today how I made this viral cape that I've seen everywhere. The difference is my pattern is totally different. This is my design. These are my flower designs and my leaf design. And also the cape is made with a bubble stitch. And this is what it looks like. And it also could be a blanket too. But anyway, my flowers are done totally different. So anyway, I hope that you'll join me today as I show you how I made my blanket. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. For this project, I'm going to be using acrylic yarn, and this is Mainstays. And I'll be using this yarn, and you're going to need a number 5.5 millimeter hook and a needle and scissors. Okay, we are going to start, and we're going to make a loop, and we're going to put our hook through this little loop, and then we're going to chain 12. Okay, and after you chain 12, we're going to single crochet into the back loop. So you're going to go into the back loop, and you're going to do a single crochet into each back loop, like so. And just do this all the way to the end, and we should have 11 single crochets into the back loops. When you get to the end, you're going to chain 1, and you're going to turn your work, and then you are going to treble. You're going to treble into the 5th stitch. So you're going to treble into the 5th stitch, chain 1, treble again into the same stitch, chain 1, treble into the next stitch, chain 1, treble again into the same stitch, chain 1, treble into the next stitch, chain 1, and treble again into the same stitch. And you should have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain 1, and now you're going to slip stitch, not into this stitch, but onto the bottom stitch here, on this bottom row here. You're going to slip, you're going to go into this stitch. Like so. And you should have this. Now you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to turn your work, and you're going to go into this stitch with a double crochet, and the stitch is right next to the chain 2, and you're going to do another double crochet like this. Then you are going to chain 1, and you're going to go into this next stitch right here, this treble, and you're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to chain 1. Then you're going into the next treble, and you're going to do 3 double crochets. and you're going to chain 1, and you're going to treble into the next, not treble, but chain 1 double crochet into the next, and do a total of 3. And then you will chain 1, and you will continue just like this all the way across. When you get to the end here, you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to go into this stitch here with you're going to go in right here where it's on the bottom, and you're going to grab up and do 3 double crochets. Like this. And then once you get your 3 double crochets, you've got this. Okay? And then you're just going to chain 2, 1, 2, turn your work, and then you're going to do a double crochet into this stitch, which will make 2 doubles when you count the 2. Then you're going to do a double, and then a double into this stitch, and then you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to go into this next stitch, and you're going to do 2 doubles. And then you're going to do a double, and then a double into the next stitch, and then you're going to chain 1. And then you're going to do this all the way across. So you're going to do 2 doubles in this first, you're doing a chain 1, 2 doubles, and then a double double, chain 1, 2 doubles, and a double and a double, and you're going to do that all the way to the end. And this is going to be repeated throughout, but I'm going to add some bobble stitches into my pattern. This is my pattern. So anyway, and I'll show you what we're going to do after this. And when you get to the end, you're going to still do your 2 doubles together, and then double double into that last little stitch, and then you're going to chain 2, and you're going to start again. You will do 2 doubles into this stitch, and then double double double, chain 1. But anyway, that's how you're going to do this pattern throughout, unless you're going to do what I do and add the bobbles. Okay, I'm at the end, and I'm going in here with my double crochet. So on this row, I did a row now of the 2 doubles and then the 3. So 2 doubles and then the 3 doubles after that. Now what I'm going to do, this is going to be where I start my my design. So I'm going to chain 1 on this row, and this we will turn our work, and then we will do 2 single crochets into this stitch, the first stitch. Okay, then after we do the 2 singles, we are going to do we're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch, and then into this next stitch we're going to do our bobble. So we're going to go in, and we're going to do just like this. We're going to go in and not complete the double, and we're going to do this a total of 5 times. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we should have 6 loops on our hook. We're going to pull through all of these. Then we're going to go back down here and single crochet into the next stitch, and then single crochet into this next stitch and chain 1. And then we will go into this next stitch, do 2 single crochets, and then we will do another single crochet into the next, and now we're going to start our bobble again, and we'll do, it's called a double but not completed. Like you'll do like this, go around, pick up, go through two, go around your hook, go through, sorry, and go around and pick up that, go through two, go around, pick it up, go through two, and we got to do it one more time, and we should have 6 on our hook. We're going to pull through all of these and go into the next stitch and do our single crochet, and then into the next and do our single crochet, and then we will chain 1 as usual. And see, when we flip this around, this is going to be our bobble, and this is the way it's going to be on this row. Excuse me. And we're going to do this in all the way around, and then when we get all the way to the end doing a bobble, doing the same pattern, then when we flip it back, we're going to keep going with the pattern, going 2 doubles. So you'll do 2 doubles into the first, and then you'll do, so in other words, you're going to do the same pattern with your double crochets like we've been doing, but you're going to do 3 rows. And then when you get back on the back side after your 3rd row, you're going to start your bobble again. And I'll show you as we go what I'm doing, and I will show how I do my bobbles. But you could do anything the way you want to. You could switch your bobbles around. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, but this is just kind of my little pattern that I came up with. So anyway, but that's how you do it. Okay, I wanted to show, so we're getting ready to start on our bobble row, but this is the front where the bobbles are, and if you notice, here I've done my 2 doubles, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to, when we get to the point where we have 7 doubles after our 2 doubles, we chain 1, turn our work, and then what we're going to do is we do our chain, yes, we're going to chain 1 and do a single crochet and a single crochet, making 2, and then if we've got our 2 singles now, because we're doing our bobble row, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are going to single crochet to the 4th stitch here, and then we're going to put our bobble here in the 4th stitch. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to make my bobble now, which is double crochet, but don't complete it, and we're going to do this a total of 5 times. Okay, and so we should have 6 loops. We're going to pull through all of those, come down and single crochet, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then don't forget our chain 1. Then we go into this next space and do 2 single crochets, and we'll do the same thing again, 1, 2, 3, and start our bobble with our double crochets, but we're not going to complete them until the end. And we got to do a total of 5, so you'll have 6 loops,
on your hook, pull through, single crochet into the next 4, 2, 3, 4, and chain 1. So when we flip this around, this is what we're going to have. Our baubles like this. Now, this is how I'm doing my little cape, and this is something I came up with, but you could put your baubles anywhere you want to put them. But what we're going to do is I want to do, so we have 1, 2, 3 rows in between our baubles. So we will finish up our bauble row and then continue doing our double crochets for 2 or 3 rows and then start our bauble again. And of course our bauble will move each time as we get wider with our pattern. So I wanted to show y'all that. Okay, on this row I've got my 2 doubles, and then here is 11 doubles. So when you get on your 11th double row, that's going to give us 3 in between, and we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work. And there again, what I'm going to do is on this row we do 2 single crochets in this stitch. Then what I want to do is look at this side here. Probably we're going to go into the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to go into the 6th stitch to do our bauble. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th row we're going to do our bauble. And like I said, I'm kind of figuring this out as I go, kind of thing. So, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do, make sure we do our 5th one, 6 on our loop, pull through, go to the next, and then we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And don't forget to chain 1, and then go into this next stitch and do 1, 2 singles. But let's look and see. When we flip this, our little bauble should be lining up. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So it's looking pretty good. So this is kind of what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep on going. And when I get through doing my bauble row, I'll go back and do 3 double crochet rows. And then always remember that the back will be where we do our baubles, because they pop to the front. So I just wanted to make sure you see that. So I've done my 2 doubles, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now I've got my 3 doubles, and I'm going to start on my bauble row. So I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to turn my work. And I am going to do my two singles into the first stitch. Then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and into this 4th stitch I'm going to do a bauble. So I'm going to go real quick, make my bauble, And then after I do this, I'm going to go into the next stitch, do my 1 single, 2, 3, and then into this stitch, I'm going to do a bobble. I think, let me double check here. So I'll do a bobble, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. So yes, I'm going to do a bobble into this stitch. Okay, and then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to do another bobble into the 4th stitch. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I'm going to pull that through, and then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then I'll chain my 1 and go to the next stitch and do my 2 singles. But when I flip this around, I'm going to have this. So it came out to where we do our 2, and then we go into the 4th, make a bobble, go 1, 2, 3 in the 4th, make a bobble, 1, 2, 3 in the 4th, make a bobble, and then we'll have 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 left, and then we are going to continue doing this on our next, all the way across, and then on our next rows we'll do our 3 doubles in between, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do after this point. Okay, I am on the row that has the 19 stitches because we got our 2, and then I count over 19 double crochets. So now I'm going to start on my bobble row, and like I said, I'm making this as I go, and so I've got to decide where I want my bobbles to be. So I kind of want my bobbles to angle outward like this. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my 2 single crochets, then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then in the 4th one I'm going to do my bobble, and I'm just going to see how this looks. And like I said, I'm doing this as I go kind of thing, and I want to just see if I like it or not. Okay, so here is what it's looking like. So now I'm going to do 4 over, in the 4th stitch, do a bobble, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's see. 6. I think in my 6th stitch I'm going to do a bobble. So let's go over and do 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll put in my 5th stitch a bobble, and we'll see how this looks. because I kind of know how I want it to look, but it's a matter of just figuring out where to put it to make it look the way I want it to. So, and like I said, you could do your baubles any way you want to. This is just how I'm doing it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so pull through all of those, go into the next stitch, and do as, let's look. I'm liking this. I think this is looking pretty good. Okay, so then I'm going to go over, so this is my first single. So 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I did it in the fourth one here. So let me go ahead and put a bobble in this stitch, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in the seventh. So I don't know, let me see, because maybe I should space it equally. I'm not quite sure. I'm just going by looks, and then we should have 4 left. No, actually I did that wrong. I want to have 4, 2, 3, 4. I should do it in this one. So actually I'm going to go over, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 6th stitch, do a bobble, 1, okay, let's count, let's look and see how this does. So we would have 4 on this end. So when I turn it back to this side, let's see. So that would be, we did the bobble on the 4th stitch, then we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we did this in the 6th stitch. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we do bobble in the 6th stitch, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So we got 4 on each end, 6 in between. So I think this is looking good. So this is what I'll be doing all the way across, and then after I get done with this row, I'll do my 3 rows of double crochets, and then I'll figure out what I want to do on the next row after that. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. So I did my chain 1, and I'm going to start my new row. So I'm going to go 2 singles into this stitch, then I'm going to do 1, that would be 3, 4, and then into the 5th stitch do my bobble stitch, okay, and then pull that through, and then start another 1 single, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6th stitch, which I think that's what I did, the 6th stitch, and I don't know, I'm thinking, does that look right, the 6th, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to figure this out, because I want my 4 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the fifth we'll do this bobble. But I want to make sure I put this right smack in the middle. So if I put it, because this would be my sixth, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think what I have to do is go into the 7th stitch. So instead of the 6th stitch, we're going to go into the 7th. So single crochet one more to make, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go into the 7th with a bobble. And I'm sorry I didn't have this planned out, but I'm just making this as I go. And let's see how this looks. Okay, now we're going to go into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then into the 6th stitch we're going to do a bobble. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we're going to do a bobble into the 6th stitch, and I think this is going to put us right where we need to be. And I'm just about there. Let's see how this looks. And then we should have 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets, and I think this is going to do it. Let me straighten this out so y'all can see it. So see, I think I like this better because it's lining up. So that's what we'll do. We'll do it like this, and you'll get this. Okay, I'm ready to start on my bobble row, and I've got my 2 double crochets, and then I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So what I'm going to do, I've went and marked, I want my bobbles to be lined up the same on this row and the rest of the row. So I went on ahead and marked, so it comes out that I'm going to be doing 2 singles into this stitch, 2 single crochets, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll be doing my bobble into this 6th row, and then once I do my bobble, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 do the bobble in this 6th stitch, count from this stitch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and do a bobble in this 6th stitch, and then it'll leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. So go ahead and do that, and this is for the next row of bobbles. So I've just completed that, and this is what it looks like. I think it's looking pretty good. So I'm going to continue going all the way across my little cape, and after this we'll do another 3 rows of double crochets. Okay, now I'm getting ready to start on my next bobble row, and I've got my 2 doubles, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, so now I've marked where I want my bobbles to be, so I've counted over 3 stitches, and then I'll put my bobble, but I'm going to I'll turn it this way, and then what I'll do, like I said, you know, we've got to put our 2, we've got to chain 1, and then make our double crochet, our single, or 2 singles, we've got to make our 2 single crochets, and then we start counting. We count this as our 1 even though we have 2, so 1, 2, and 3. So in this 3rd stitch we will do a bobble, and then we will count. It should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in this 6th marker stitch we're going to do another bobble. So it's a good thing to go ahead and mark if you want to do it this way, and that way you will come out right every time. And but I want to show you how this is going to play out. So I'll do another single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here we'll do our 6 in this stitch, the 6th stitch, a bobble, and then we'll do our bobble, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the 6th stitch another bobble, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the 6th stitch another bobble, and that will leave us with 2 stitches, kind of like over here on this end. But anyway, when we flip it, it's going to look like this, so these should line up. So anyway, go ahead and do this all the way across, and do the same thing where you do, like I showed you, you're going to have 5 stitches in between, and in the 6th stitch do your bobble, and over here it'll be 1, 1, 2, and then in the 3rd. So anyway, keep on going and I'll meet you back, and after you do this we'll do another row of 3 double crochets, 3 rows of that. Okay, I'm getting ready to start my next bobble row, and on this row here, before we go to the next bobble row, let's count these. We've got our 2 doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so I went on ahead and marked these ahead of time, which I should have done that in my other bobble stitches, but I didn't. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and chain my 1, and we're going to do two singles, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3 single crochets, and into the 4th stitch we're going to do a bobble. So go ahead and do a bobble on this row into the 4th stitch, and then what we're going to do is we're going to count over 1 single, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to make a bobble in the 6th stitch. So make your bobble into the 6th stitch, Okay, and this is the 6th stitch. Then we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do a bobble into this 6th stitch. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a bobble in the 6th stitch again. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 6th stitch, do another bobble. And then we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets, and then we'll chain 1 and start our 2 singles on this row and repeat. I'm getting ready to start my new bobble row, but I wanted to show y'all I've got my 2 doubles, and then all of these go to 35 double crochets, and then on this row I chain 1 and I turn my work, and then on this row I've lined up my bobbles, so I'm going to do my 2 singles, and then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this will be my 6th where I do my bobble. So on this row I kind of lined up my bobbles the same as the last row, so this time, like I said, it's lining up. On the 6th single will be my bobble, and then I'll count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. The 6th row or 6th stitch will be a bobble, and then I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a bobble in this one again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a bobble in this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th row or 6th stitch, a bobble, and then that'll leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this row will be a bobble in the 6th stitch, and this is what it looks like. So it's lining up. It'll line up with these bobbles. So anyway, and you could stop once you get your cape to where you want it. Like I'm a little bit, I need a little bit longer for me, so I'm adding more bobbles. But you might want to just stop here because that's enough if you have little shoulders. So anyway, just continue, and then I'll show you when I get to the leaf part. When you get your cape the length that you want, what I'm doing for my cape is I'm going to go ahead and single crochet. I'm going to go into this stitch, pull up a loop. I'm going to slip stitch first and chain, and then go in. And also I want to go ahead and grab this yarn right here, this the tail, and I want to go ahead and single crochet like this, and go into every single stitch and single crochet all the way to the other end. And I may chain 1 and then go back and come back around and single crochet. I haven't decided yet, but that's what I think I'm going to do. I have done 5 rows of single crochets, and now I'm going to turn my work, and I'm going to be on the front of the cape, and I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I am going to do a treble into the 4th chain. And this is going to be my leaf. I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to go into this stitch here. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this up and slip stitch. Then I am going to treble back down into this stitch, and then I am going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going down into this stitch and slip stitching. And I'm sorry y'all if this is hard to see. Okay, so this is my leaf, and then I'm going to go into this next stitch and I'm going to slip stitch. And then I'm going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to treble, go into the 4th chain, and then I will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, go into these 2 stitches and slip stitch, and go back and treble into this stitch here, the base, and then once you do this, you will chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come down and go back into this stitch and slip stitch like so. And this is what you're going to have, the leaf. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain, or not chain, but I'm going to single crochet into the next stitch, but make sure that you go into both loops and single crochet 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what I'm going to do is I will do one leaf, and then I'll do the same thing, one leaf here, and when I get done with the leaf, I'm going to count over 6 stitches and make 2 again, and I'm going to rotate like that, so my flower will go right here, and my leaf will be like that. And then if I have one leaf here, then I can take one of my pink flowers and put it here, or ever how you want to do your flowers. And that way there'll be one leaf, and then the next one, if you decide to do 2 pink together or 2 red together, ever how you decide. And that's how I'm going to do this. So you're going to have something like this. So I've got my 2, 6 over, then I've got my 1, 6 over, and then I got my 2, and then I'm going to rotate down to the end, and then I'm going to make sure I end with the 2. Even if it comes off not right, like equal, still make 2 at the other end. I'm going to start my rows, and I'm going to show you how I make my rows. So I'm going to make a magic ring. So I'm going to go around those fingers, grab my yarn, go up under, grab this, pull through, and that makes your magic ring. And I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to make 9 double crochets. So this is my second, and I'm going to make a total of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to close my magic ring, and I've kind of got a little tail here which I'm going to sew on later. But anyway, so what you're going to do is you're going to close the ring, and you're going to come right here and you're going to make a double crochet into the second chain. You're going to do a double crochet 2 into the second double crochet. So 1, 2, go to the next one, do 2 double crochets, and you're going to do 2 double crochets, and you're going to count eight double crochets. So you're going to do 2 doubles, 2 doubles, go into the next stitch, do 2 doubles, and you're going to do this a total of 8 times. And then when you get to number 8, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you'll have 8. And when you do your 2 doubles in each 8 stitches, now you're going to start all over and go into this next stitch and start again and count 2 doubles, and this will be number 1, and this will be number 2, and just count, do the same thing again, and like I said, we're going to do a total of 8 in this round also, and I'll be right back. So when you've done your second row of 8, now you're going to attach and just go ahead and slip stitch, and then pull the yarn through like that, and when you flip it over, you're going to have this, but you're going to put your hook through here and grab this yarn and pull it down through like that, and you're going to have this. Now what you're going to do, you're going to turn it back over, and you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and then you turn, and then you're going to go up under this one of these stitches. You'll have a stitch here and a stitch here, and you're going to go on the under stitch, and you're going to slip stitch, and then you're going to chain 3, skip over, go under to the next under stitch, and slip stitch, chain 3, go over these and go into this stitch and slip stitch, chain 3, go over this, slip stitch into this one, go to the next one, slip stitch, skip over and go to this one and slip stitch, and it's looking kind of like this, and I'm just going to keep doing this until, like, skip over one and go up under the bottom one and slip stitch, chain 3, go up under, slip stitch, and I'm doing this all the way around. I just keep on doing this. Skip this one, go up under this one, slip stitch. And now I'm back to the beginning. So I'm just going to go in right here and I'm going to slip stitch. And then I am going to chain 1, 2, and then I'm going to flip this on the back side and I'm going to go up under here and just grab one of these stitches and pull that through. And then I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to cut this and I'm going to pull this through like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and tie this into a knot like so. And then when I flip it over, I'm going to have this little rose, and I'm going to do this in this pink color. This is a ombre, but it hasn't got to the lighter pinks yet. But then I made some other ones here, and then I'm going to make some in red. So this is my little roses. So anyway, that's how I made my roses for my cape.